One of the main issues in the Ebola crisis is this: we don't have confidence in the government to handle it. I'm going to bring in former New Mexico Governor Gary Johnson, who is a leading Libertarian voice. I mean, is that an accurate description, Gary?
I hope so.
Well, all right. Now, look, you Libertarians, you exercise a great deal of influence nowadays within the Republican Party, and you really don't like government. I put it to you, though, with Ebola, particularly with Ebola, you've got to have a centralized government response to this problem. You can't just farm it all out to private enterprise.
No, I would agree. I think government has a fundamental role to protect us against harm, and clearly this comes in under the purview of government.
So are you critical of the government taking this role or the government's performance?
I'm not, well, what I'm critical of, Stuart, recently I took a position of CEO and president of Cannabis Sativa Incorporated, medical marijuana, recreational marijuana. We actually believe we have efficacy with regard to treating Ebola. And
Wait a minute. You think that pot, marijuana, cannabis sativa has some
CBD oil and THC.
You're not going to claim that it is some kind of impact on Ebola.
But the point that I'm trying to make here is that what government should be doing is making it as easy as possible for the thousands, I'm going to guess, researchers, developers around the country that believe they have efficacy when it comes to treating Ebola. Analogous to AIDS. And we believe that what we're doing...
Wait a minute. What you want, what you're talking about is you want to make it easier for people to use cannabis and apply it to Ebola, not as a cure, but as some kind of makes you feel better?
No, as potentially as an actual cure, but I don't want to so much...
You can't just do that, Gary. You can't just say, hey, weed might just help Ebola,
in the case of the worst patients that are dying, I would think that this would be perhaps a situation where it's a no-lose situation. And Stuart, we are talking about millions of lives here, and that's my issue with government. Analogous to AIDS and what happened with AIDS. I mean, the ultimate treatment for AIDS was being thwarted by the FDA, even though it was shown to work. Not so much to point out that what I'm saying may or may not be true, Stuart. It's just a process that everybody that cares about this be allowed to try what it is they believe might work.
Really? Well, but then you're going to have snake oil salesmen out there.
And that's the FDA.
People taking money off people.
No, this is not about money.
Yes, it is.
No, it is not.
Of course it is.
From our standpoint, it has nothing to do with money. It has to do with...
Of course it does.
No, it doesn't.
The people who will make something available to Ebola patients will make it available for a price, and they will make a profit on that price.
That is not our intention.
Surely, to God, Gary, your hatred of government, your dislike of government cannot run so far as to allow free rein for all kinds of charlatans to get out there and say, I can cure Ebola. Well, surely not.
If you're dying from Ebola, Stuart, if you're dying from Ebola and someone, and it's a Hail Mary, you're going to take the Hail Mary. I'm just saying, why not allow that to be?
I would expect the government to act as a filter to keep the charlatans and the profiteers out.
Well, and so what do you say then about analogous to AIDS?
I don't know what you're talking about with AIDS, but I certainly know about Ebola.
The FDA stood in the way of the ultimate treatment for AIDS that ended up working.
Is it the Libertarian position, get the government out the way, and anybody can say anything about any cure for Ebola and just go at it? Is that your position?
Absolutely not.
Good.
Absolutely not. But there needs to be a process where these things can be... I'm back to AIDS. The FDA got in the way of the ultimate treatment for AIDS that is being used today.
There is a process. What you should do is speed it up. That's what you should do. Well, not abandon it.
And back to AIDS. People were dying, and the treatment was available. The ultimate treatment that is prevailing today was available, and it was not allowed.
I can't speak to that because I don't know that. Gary Johnson, the Libertarian position.
Thank you very much. Well,
good luck. Thank you.
FDA, give us a shot.
Okay. Here's what we have.